of on this map, especially now that Guardian is here with that AWP to dominate in mid, to be very versatile with the sniper rifle, tough to read. And I wouldn't be surprised if NaVi, even picked T side at this point and said, you know what, actually we just want to completely, control everything right off the bat. An attacker going for the information peak in Palace early on gets punished by Flamey, and this is where it all falls apart. Zeus is there to get the refrag on, or the second kill basically, onto Fancy. And the entry frags are just going to keep rolling in unless somebody can put a stop to this.
Yeah, but NaVi are actually rotating the bomb back into T-spawn towards the middle of the map. I mean, this may not even be necessary. NaVi probably could have trained on and run for the A-bomb site, but this is the difference between sort of a 98% win and a 100% win. When you walk into that B-bomb site, no one's there, because somebody's got to be wondering, what is going on? My team has all died at the A-bomb site, and I'm up here surrounded by my fallen teammates, and yet the bomb has gone down in B. That's very confusing. Trying to do the best that he can, gets a single headshot in, but NaVi with an overwhelmingly confident pistol round. Tyloo, I mean, you come into the second map, that'd be nice with a good start. I like that pose from StarX in the background. You see him with his hands out, just really commanding this team.
Oh, he's loving it, man. He's relaxed. No worries at all for him.
Yeah, I don't think there are many coaches, many people like that who are sort of so fully embraced the coaching role as StarX has. This is going to be such an uphill battle, but Tyloo, they do have pistol and armor.
So now, well, we saw that they are capable with the CZs. They do actually, I mean, attacker in particular. And well, speak of the devil, he takes out Guardian. DD peeks out, removes Edward from mid, and now it's attackers still going for more. They're trying to make their way out of Palace, NaVi, trying to bring back some kills, and Zeus will find the headshot on Fancy. It's a 3-on-3, but now they actually have some guns to work with here. Tyloo, as I say that attacker, he gets caught off guard by Flamey, and Flamey somehow delivers 2 kills, brings NaVi right back into this. But somebody's here with the UMP, and he catches Seized with a nade in hand, does monstrous damage to him. And NaVi, they need to find a way to get onto this site. First kill goes somebody's way. And now it's all on Seized with 7 HP, a single flash grenade, and he's just hoping he can play the clock. He's got a minute left to throw a mind game here at Tyloo. Say, okay, am I going to be staying on A? Am I going to rotate to B? I need to get into B, get in position so that I can catch somebody off guard, because if it turns into a straight up fight, 1 bullet from this UMP will do the trick.
Mistakes were made on the NaVi side, and this could be a little bit tricky, but with the bomb going down, somebody, oh no, he goes back to check the A-bomb site. Now he's realizing this is not working out so well. I'm not sure if he's looking for a kit. He's picking up an AK somewhere, but he's going to have some time, but not that much time. It does take quite a while for him to get over there. I mean, we're talking a full 18 seconds. So once he gets here, he kind of just has to run in and look wherever he can. But again, a single bullet will be enough to take care of Seized. He's looking for all the angles here, trying for a bit of a spray. He doesn't have this kind of time. He has to go much quicker than just taps the bomb once. Seized right around the corner with the Galil in hand and going to see the shot. And there it is, Seized to finish the round. NaVi with a 2-0 lead here. That could have been, but I think the extra time it took to check the A-bomb site, and then all the way running back to B, even a little bit of hesitation in there, and then taking time once you got, you at that point, you might as well just run full on. Save the UMP, just go as fast as you can, because time is what you need when you get there. Yeah, to fake it, to look for the corners, all that stuff.
Exactly, to check the spots that the C's can be playing from. And just like on Inferno, another clutch goes NaVi's way. Edward Flamey just wrecking house on the A side and in mid. Tyloo, 2 players in mid as well to back them up, and they're just going to get run over. Somebody is now the last man alive, kind of hanging around, hoping to be able to get a kill back, and he will be able to get the drop on Edward. So nice kill there, actually. 5 bullets left in the CZ as well, means that he can still take the fight. He's trying to click, trying to aim, but Guardian hits a headshot first, shuts him down. So NaVi, very nice anti-eco coming out from them. That's going to be excellent for their economy. And they do have money to drop an AWP for Guardian if they want. Guardian can swap that AK over. What is this, Guardian? Are you just going to stay on the Mac? There's no way you stay on the Mac 10, Guardian. There we go. The AWP gets picked up. I was about to say, that would be, even for Guardian, that would be a bit much.
Mo has his on the other side, and he has actually been winning a couple of these fights against Guardians, so if he could start doing it now, and I mean, right now, that'd be the kind of beginning that they're needing. He has no armor, and that grenade is devastating to him. The Molotov follow-up, and he has to get out of there. He's got 14 health left, and he has not even seen anyone in middle yet. That's got to be terrifying, but DD picking up the first shot there, and it's going to be a quick refrag as Zeus headshots the Attacker Fancy in sight. He only gets the 1 spray down, and that is not enough. DD's quick on the rotation right now, but 3-on-3 for the retake, and Edward picking up a second kill. Guardian taking out Captain Mo, and now DD, what could he do? 1-on-3. They don't quite know where he is, and he's managed to sneak his way quite far in, but the extended spray, it took too long. If he could have got that kill instantly, maybe he could have got the flick, but instead it's Edward with the triple kill in the round, and both him and Flamey at 7-1 and 7-2 respectively. It's quite a good start for those two players.
Yeah, it's perfect. Edward, I mean, we've seen him kind of come into that carrier role again for NaVi as well. Guardian only sitting on the 2 kills, but I mean, he hasn't really had too many opportunities. I mean, this is all just NaVi kind of disrespecting Tyloo, saying, you know what, we'll be willing to take this risk and actually go for the lurk play through the smoke, sneak out as a group, and once 2 of us get through, at that point, we shouldn't have any trouble just overrunning the site. They managed to just find Attacker, then find Fancy, and each one of those turns into like just, you know, 2 rifles facing him. So there's nothing the Tyloo players can really do given the situation that they found themselves in. NaVi, I mean, they're just going to roll onto the A site. Now, again, right, they know that they're going to be ecoing on Tyloo's side, so they just go charging into B site, no fear at all whatsoever. And this is just NaVi, you know, basically doing work. And Zeus, you know, icing on top. Picks up a rifle for free, no worries there. So 5-0, and everything is going according to plan for NaVi. This is exactly what they wanted given the situation. They want to get on T side Mirage. They want to control the pace. They're the ones who want to dictate how the beginning of this game is going to go. It's up to Tyloo, who are maybe a little rattled after Inferno, to find themselves and step up and actually start putting up a fight against NaVi. Full buy for Tyloo now, though, so this is it. The 6th round, full nades for Tyloo. So what can they actually achieve here?
Oh, that smoke doesn't cover everything. Then no one's trying to cross just yet. And it might be that Fancy or Mo aren't even going to try and do it at any time. But if they do try and make that cross in towards Connector, and Guardian is going to be there. And just like on Inferno, you know, he's alone here. Imagine if someone peeks that corner, he missed the shot. But it seems like that kind of thought doesn't even enter his mind. He's just so tuned into what he's doing. And it was on Inferno as well. And as we said, he's been sitting the group stage out. Now he's here at the playoffs. And he really does seem hungrier than usual to go and get these kills. Now he's back with his team. Still more than a minute left here, and they could be setting up. They've got the mid control. They know there's no one underpass. They've got all the stuff they need right now for a good B execute.
All the pieces in place. They do have a quick rotate through ladder, perhaps. But that is Attacker. He is in position to make the play. Somebody might be going for the shoulder peek, might be going for the jump peek rather onto the balcony. As DD gets that smoke down, and there we go. DD in position to actually catch them as they push through. He gets 2 kills. That's big, and now somebody below the truck, rather, is going to go pick up the first frag and the second.
Guardian right on top of him. Had been all along, but somehow just hadn't found the kill yet. And this is where the Guardian gets really dangerous. You got him trapped in a corner. There's really only one way out. He goes for that peek, takes out Mo. Oh my God, now it's down to Fancy. He's coming in from a really good angle. Might be difficult for Guardian to see that this is coming, but he's currently got the double kill, looking for the last. He's lined up there, and there it is. Straight clutches the round and makes it seem like it's so easy. That is a 1-on-3 for Guardian, and he just does it without hesitating.
Just outright dominating him. And that was Mo with the angle as well, prepared. Last one is just easy for Guardian. He's already got the angle on Fancy, so everything falling into place. Another clutch goes NaVi's way, and this is what's just going to completely tomb Tyloo in this match. 4 rifles picked up, forced buy from Tyloo. They realize that they have to try and stop the bleeding somehow, so it is going to be just this Hail Mary buy from them, hoping to be able to catch NaVi out. Perhaps NaVi might expect a quasi-buy. They may not expect rifles.
What's this? Attacker just ran in behind them with a knife out. If he just turned around and looked into middle, he would have seen that they were right there. Flamey going to be going down, and now he tries for a little bit more. Edward there to follow up, and somebody picking up a kill on Seas. So not that bad of a start again, but we've already seen that's not enough. They need to do even more. Mo being given a bit of an opening there, and Zeus is going to be down. So now, again, a round that should be easy enough to follow through on. But with Edward and Guardian left, I hesitate to say that.
Yeah, right? Guardian, I mean, 1v3 last round. Now he's got a teammate to help him out as well. Minute left on this clock. And we'll see as the bomb gets rotated around, Guardian actually going to get into position, perhaps take it up at the Palace. He does have the nades. Is he going to try and create some space here for Edward to work with? Right now, they're in a correct situation. I mean, they have the correct setup here. Fancy holding back in CT to make sure that Edward can't get out of window. He just needs to be patient and trust in his call at this point.
And look at what Guardian is doing. He's setting up the smoke for Edward to go out, so he doesn't have to worry about middle. This is really, really good teamwork. Solid play coming out. Edward, if he makes the crossing on over, all he has to worry about the bomb site and not the connector here. And he is going to be able to make that cross without suffering anything. No loss of HP. Yeah, he should be going out. Smoke is still covering him, so that means he can help Guardian out onto the bomb site. Even though they are 2 men down, they're still playing this very nicely. And there's Edward opening up on one. Mo going to be going down. Guardian covering CT spawn, but DD's going to be there. Does take out Edward. The smoke just fading. and Guardian to go down. So nice idea for NaVi, but Tyloo gonna be picking up their first round. It's better late than never, isn't it?
And the clock plays against Guardian in the end. It was really well played for NaVi. If they had an extra 10 to 15 seconds to play with, they might not have had to rush so much, but the fact that Guardian couldn't fake plant, he has to go for it. That just turns it Tyloo's way. So they are on the board now, 1 round for Tyloo. And this is just, I mean, the wind beneath their wings. This is where they get to take off, perhaps, or does NaVi just completely shatter their dreams? Because if Tyloo lose this round, they did have 3 players survive, but they really don't have much bank to work with. So if NaVi wins this and puts them back on 1400, that's pretty much the end of the story here. As NaVi, once again, getting that mid control, going for the split, and somebody is going to pick out the kill on Seized. But they haven't committed anywhere, NaVi. They could go up short still, try and look for a punish here, or they could actually wrap through connector. So there are options. DD holding right on the other side of the smoke, goes charging through, but Edward was ready for him. It's going to be Mo to pick up 1 and 2 kills. Attacker steps out, picks up another, and Attacker with the double kill on short. NaVi just walking into the blender this round. And Mo doing big work with that AWP, drawing attention to himself.
NaVi will have enough money to make a buy work, which is definitely a little bit worrying for Tyloo. This kind of start, they just need to continue at this point. They just need to keep going. They've got the double up set up, and they've got 2 rounds on the board, and a little bit of a bank except for Attacker. The rest will have money for it. And Mo, again, not afraid to take this fight in middle. Not at all.
More of that from Mo, please, right? On Inferno, we saw him challenging in mid repeatedly, looking for those kills at the AWP. He's not afraid of Guardian and of taking these duels with him. And that's exactly the kind of play that you need from Tyloo at this point. They need to be confident. They need to be willing to play their game, not try and play for NaVi. Although C is getting that lurk in, and Guardian catches Mo trying to change position. Perfect 2 kills coming in for NaVi, just catching Tyloo off guard. And now Attacker, he's going to get sandwiched in from connector. Spots out the first man, goes for the big spray onto Seized. He will get the kill eventually, but then the rest of NaVi, they come right around the corner, and he runs out of bullets. He nearly had Flamey there. Instead is DD with the AWP, hoping to get something done from short. But with 3 players alive for NaVi, they have the bomb, they have the site control. It's a long shot here for DD. He's got to pull a Guardian right now, 1v3.
Yeah, and with 20 health and an AWP, that I don't even see any reason to go for it here. Again, just because Attacker doesn't have money, but the rest will have, it's worth it to just run away. I mean, I say the rest will have, even DD and Fancy won't have that much, so they gotta be a bit worried here. I don't think they could necessarily even afford to save though, so I think they need to fight NaVi straight away here. But this is, I see what, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad attempt. He must have known they were gonna come look for him. Now that makes the force up a little bit more tricky, but they're going to go for it either way here. 7-2 being the scoreline in favor of NaVi on the terrorist side of Mirage. And this is much worse than it was on Inferno. I am getting some flashbacks though, because what keeps happening here is they lose 1 or 2 people, then Attacker shows up, and I mean, this time he almost got a double kill, but it kept happening on Inferno as well. It's like Attacker gets put into play once the round is sort of almost lost, you know. What would happen if Attacker was the guy to actually get the first kills instead?
Exactly. And well, this time he gets spotted as well, so the element of surprise is gone for him. Seized, going to take advantage of that, finds DD. And that was on short. So once again, Seized getting up into connector. He's so effective, although Fancy is there to shut him down this time around. Seized getting a little ahead of himself, trying to push through that smoke. He still gets work done for his team, and that incendiary nearly takes out Attacker. He's down to 27 HP. They're just spread out all over the place right now, but Mo has that AWP. He's got a line on Zeus as well in the connector. Does he even know that he's there? It seems like he's got an inkling. He senses that something's not right. But the rest of NaVi, in the meantime, I mean, this is fine for Zeus. Zeus does not need to peek because he knows that the rest of his team are working their way through apartments. So he's looking to catch somebody out of position later on, but somebody catches out Zeus. Nice play for information there from somebody looking into mid. And now it's down to the 3 players here for NaVi to make their way out onto the B site. Attacker on short is going to be the first line of defense, along with the men rotating in through kitchen.
Well, the rotation is happening. Mo is quite far away, but there's no bomb plan yet. It should be happening soon. Flamey getting that kill and equalizing it into a 3-on-3. And Guardian towering up from the balcony and waiting for someone to peek into short here. He's covering so much of the entrance. Doesn't quite get that shot through, re-peeks it again. Mo's out there if he could win this first fight, but it's just not happening. Nobody's hitting each other. It's gonna have to be Flamey doing a bit of work. There's Mo picking up the kill, but now it's a 2-1-2. It should have happened much sooner. Fancy gonna be going down, and Mo What could he do at this point? All they have to do is wait. If they don't show themselves, then he can't get the entry. He's going to pick up 1 kill and has to run away. There's simply no time for this to work out.
I'm blown away that they keep peeking him that way. Like, Flamey stepping out in there. I mean, granted, Mo, he's so far away. There's so little time for him to make the play to get in there and get the defuse, sure. But yeah, Flamey, he's just like, all right, I'll peek into an op that I know is holding this angle. That works fine. A little surprising to see Guardian missing so many shots versus Mo, though. Again,
well, both of them were just straight missing. Man, it's down to a one-on-one, but it will be NaVi winning the round. And Tyloo, how do you get back from this? I just simply don't know. They've saved the AWP, which is good fun. And NaVi looking for a very standard, very normal A execute here. And why not? They could guess that Tyloo won't be having money, even if they run into the AWP. Should be able to trade it pretty well. But they've chosen the exact right bomb site.
Yeah, NaVi is just perfect call. Go for the smoke execute. If they got the rifles, it's going to be tough for him. Full nade damage going on to the attacker there. Only 20 HP left on him without that Kevlar. It's just rough. Shrapnel, it hurts. Oh, he will get the headshot there. Nice shot from him with the USB. But then Mo gets caught out with that AWP, so he won't even be able to save that for the next round. Zeus watching his teammates back. Edward doesn't even have to look up. Maybe he's like a dog. Can he look up? You know, can dogs look up, Anders?
Mine can't, but
isn't that like a myth, right? You know, it's like dogs can't look up. All right, jumping shot from Zeus, just the icing on the top.
Why not? I mean, mine is a pug, so she has trouble either way, you know.
But she's so adorable, right? So it makes up for it, right? You know, like she's a little physically impaired, but then she's so cute.
Exactly, that's what we're going for. 9-2 being the scoreline here, and things are just getting worse and worse. This is the rolling that I was scared about on Inferno, which I don't think happened. I think Tyloo put up a really good fight on that map, but this is a little bit different. Guardian, he's set up for it. You got to be careful if you want to make that jump, but Flamey over at the other side of the map just absolutely wrecking that A-bomb site. Seized, gonna win the fight in the middle against Mo. And see, this is the breakdown that I don't think happened necessarily on Inferno, but it seems to be happening right now for Tyloo, where there is just no coordination, no chance for a refrag, nobody seems to be playing with each other, and NaVi are just taking all the fights right here. So this is sort of team meltdown that can definitely happen at any level, but it seems to have sort of hit Tyloo now, and that's obviously not the right time for it, you know. This is where you'd want to be doubling down and sort of showing what you have right at the end here.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's a lack of experience that's showing, basically. I mean, granted, they are going up against the top 3 team in the world as the massive underdog, basically the last seed in this tournament, Tyloo.
Yeah.
So the fact that they've made it onto this stage, an achievement in itself, but now we're seeing, you know, this massive gap in skill, basically, between both of these teams.
Well, I mean, you know, it's just hard for any human being to try and sort of, you know, you lose one map, but then you start off this way, you know. It was looking like it was going to be so good, but then you just get crushed, and eventually you can't keep telling yourself and your teammates that it's going to be all right, that you'll find a way back into it. Those words are going to ring out so hollow after a while. You also notice they haven't taken a tactical timeout here, in spite of the fact that it's already like way overdue. No real point in taking a tactical. I mean, they might do it, but no point in doing it in the 14th or 15th round. I think that alone is a sign that they mentally feel like this is gone, you know.
A bit too far.
Yeah.
Even though in this game, I mean, that's the thing, man. CS is just, you're never over. It's never over as long as you got rounds on the board. Fnatic, Nip, I mean, they've all done it in the past. Granted, Nip was a long time ago, but I mean, 11-2. Double AWP is going to be the call here, however, for Tyloo, now that they have the money on the board. Fancy, he's got one op, and Mo's taking up position in connector, looking up to top mid. There's going to be a man waiting for him, though, and he's going to get caught out by Edward in the end, just not able to react in time. DD holding close, is about to get dropped on. Big shots coming out from him, though. He takes out Flamey, but then, of course, NaVi is so good with the refrag. Zeus is there to trade the kill, and now NaVi, they have control of the A site. Bomb, as usual, is all the way back in T-spawn. So this just means that NaVi, they can go out and hunt for kills if they want, but eventually they're going to have to send somebody back there to pick up that bomb and get this bomb plant down.
And again, you gotta wonder, as Guardian takes out Fancy, somebody is left alone. Actually making a lot of noise here. Might be running right into Seized. Is he gonna check this corner? Oh, almost, but not. Oh, he stabs him, Seized! You heartless creature. That's going to be NaVi up to 12-2. That is just pure humiliation. But Semmler, riddle me this. When Mo is in the middle looking into underpass, right? Who's there to back him up? Nobody. There's not a single person nearby. DD's in the ninja corner over at A. Who's that? There's nobody there. No one can refrag. No one can back them up. There's no plan for Tyloo in that defense. The plan is, let's hope one of these guys gets a triple kill.
It's something that we see Guardian do every now and again on his CT side. But I mean, Guardian is like in and out, like very quick with it. You know, Mo's obviously trying to force it. He's feeling the pressure. He feels like he has to make the play, and so he sticks around. There's the difference. And Guardian shows up on short, takes out somebody from the balcony. So it's an open line now onto this B site as Flamey will hit the shot with the AWP onto DD. So back into a 3-on-3 now for NaVi. Fancy gives away his position, and now Flamey can hunt him down with this AWP if he wants. Just chilling. It's going to turn into the waiting game as the rotation comes in because Guardian, he's already moved up short, so he can actually look for the flank onto Fancy. And that's exactly what he's doing at this point.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's like a game of chess. It's like the two towers with the AWPs just sort of, they're just circling him in right now. He actually had nowhere to move. I think now we were just playing a bit of chess there with Tyloo. That's incredible. Mo is going to be going down. Edward with that final frag and a 13-2 scoreline. NaVi sending a message to the world saying this is definitely going to be another semi-final for us and probably maybe even more than that.
Thinking they're looking a little amused right now, Tyloo. Like, yep. Right. So now we get to go on the T side.
They might be thinking, we were wondering when this was going to happen in the tournament, you know? So they said they showed up hoping they could get out of the group stage. Not only did they do that, but they defeated Team Liquid, they defeated Luminosity to do it. Major championship winners, which is in itself is a completely mind-blowing. And we said, and I think it's true, has to be a top 3 upset of all time on LAN. So to do that itself, you know, everything else has to be just sort of a, you know, cherry on top from that point out, just keep going. But they even, I think, showed a lot on Inferno. I think it's quite a cool game. Real shame they couldn't pull it through. On this map, though, NaVi, they are some of the best, if not maybe the best team in the world at playing Inferno, or sorry, Mirage, so what could you do? Yeah, exactly, especially if you don't win the pistol round. I think that's the big thing, you know, it's just, you don't win the pistol, and Mirage is ruthless in that way, because similar to Inferno, you really need to have like all of your gear on the CT side to get those lockdowns into effect. You need that AWP for Mo, and you need him to have all the nades to back him up. And the fact that they don't win that pistol, they don't get that strong start, and well, this is what's possible. NaVi start the second half with 13 rounds on their CT side already. Tyloo with 2. Tyloo, they are going for a bit of a mix play. They go for the raid boss on DD, so he's got the Tech 9 and Kevlar. But then the rest have nades and some Kevlar on somebody and attacker, so we have to see where they decide to go through here. So it does look like right now, at least, they're waiting to see if there's going to be any aggression out of NaVi. NaVi sometimes do go for the push up to top mid just to see if they can catch somebody out. So Tyloo, they have 2 players there ready and waiting, and that's DD with the Tech 9, so it'd be a rude surprise, but NaVi are content to sit and wait at this point. 2 smoke grenades on Tyloo. Probably one of them is going to be put up to get out onto the balcony where Seized is holding, just to move him. The next one could be in window, or it could be down towards catwalk. It depends a bit on how far they want to go. They've used one of them there, goes up immediately. Seized, can't really do much here. Edward, get a clear shot still, and Seized, have they checked this smoke yet? And they might not have. No one's died. Guardian's low on health. Seized comes barreling out. He gets
oh my god.
What? He actually hits that shot on attacker. He just blindly turns around. Seems almost unfair. DD trying to see if he can make up for it here. 3-on-3 as there is a kill coming through from Mo, but the bomb has only just gone down. They need more time, Tyloo. Time they may not have. Mo picking up another shot. Zeus and Edward are going to be left here. Still a 1-on-2. Somebody, he hasn't heard anyone trying to defuse the bomb yet. They're going to go and peek him at the same time. He is very low on health, but so are they. And he's got the Glock close range. He's going to end up going down. Zeus with the frag. Triple kill for him. And NaVi making it to 14-2. But a shot from Seized. Look at that smile.
Look at him. He's just like, hey, man. Hey,
Look at that smile.
I just wrecked their dreams. That's what you kind of just have to throw your hands up in the air and say, well, what can you hope to do? This is just ridiculous. Turns around, 2 clicks. Takes a bullet to the face, but he takes attacker with him, and attacker as well. One of the key players for Tyloo, so attacker not able to be in there, not able to put up a fight versus the retake. And while NaVi now, they have the rifles, they have everything that they need to completely annihilate Tyloo in this second map and get into that semifinals. It just seems like fated. It's meant to be for NaVi at this point. They're heartless. They're ruthless. They've got not a shred of mercy.
Yeah, they were even knifing in the first half just to send a message, you know. But this time it's going the other way. Tyloo opening up strong, and well, another kill happening for Mo. They definitely know how to play this game.
There we go.
Third kill for him in the round. 3 and 14. That's going to reset NaVi's economy quite a bit now. Semmler, this is the worst part for any caster, because now we have to sort of bite our time and wait and see how long they could push it back. I mean, even if they brought it back to 14-12, we would still have our doubts and our reservations about whether or not they could realistically actually do it. Obviously, we're giving them the benefit of the doubt here, but this would be a historic comeback.
This is really interesting. Edward, he's going to be able to peek out underpass. Not sure if they realize that he's here, though, but he will get the peek onto Fancy. First kill for Edward. But attackers there shut him down with that AK. And now the defense consolidating. Although there is a push coming in, that Zeus working his way back into T-spawn. He might be able to spot out somebody, but somebody is waiting for it. He's ready and waiting. It's a hard shot for Zeus to hit, and somebody with the AK. That range advantage going to put it to use. So good work there. As far as being thorough for Tyloo, making sure that they're covering their flanks, they're taking their time, they're making good use of the clock. They aren't feeling like they have to rush things and try and group up together. Instead, the setup works for Tyloo in the end. It accomplishes what they want it to. Well, Guardian, he's got the dig, so I mean, he's pretty good at wrecking plans. So we'll see if he can find a kill, but Mo just lurks right on top of him.
Yeah, flaming the bomb site with the scout. I mean, it's definitely a good enough weapon to use from the CT spawn here, but oh, yeah, it's just shot on DD. Not the best start necessarily for the Chinese, but it'll be Mo to follow it up here, and seized. He does pick up one kill, but still a 1-on-2 left. I don't see an easy way for him to break into this round. Close range is good enough, but Mo picking up another triple kill and currently pushing himself up to 14 kills. 13 on somebody, and then on the other team is Flamey and Edward topping the board, but nobody from NaVi is really lacking on the scoreboard here. They're all doing very well.
Yeah, and Guardian doesn't exactly look very concerned either. He's kind of just like grinning to himself. How many frags do I have? How much money do I have? Okay, I'll be able to buy the op next round, no problem. Then the show comes to an end, perhaps, for Tyloo. NaVi, interesting decision from them, going for the gamble, just full stack on this B site. It's the correct call as well, because Tyloo are going for the rush, so we'll see if it actually works. Superiority and firepower, though, that will make the difference. Mac-10 will run out of ammo eventually, and Edward just wrecking house. 2 kills for him up on the box. So the element of surprise working out, but in the end, Tyloo, they just have too many bodies and too many guns. They managed to extinguish that fire, and it's a 5th round basically picked up here for Tyloo. 14 for NaVi still, and now NaVi, they have the money for AWP.
Only 1 HE grenade picked up in the last round for NaVi.
Yeah.
Sort of desperately wish they would have gone for like a quad stack of nades. That would have been hilarious, but
Ridiculous.
Doesn't quite happen this time. 14-5 as we go into the 20th round of the second half here. Second map as well. Dreamhack Masters, it's the first quarterfinals of the day. We have another 3 after this one. It'll be a very long day of Counter-Strike, and it will be well worth it to stick around. Some fantastic games are coming up. Going to be a bit of a counter grenade coming out into the apartments. Somebody opening up with a frag on Flamey. That's a good start. Zeus and Sandwich. He's only able to trade the 1 kill. Can't get the rest in. Bomb being planted right in front of Guardian. He shoots right on top of his head. He can't actually get the angle here, but it doesn't matter. DD's going to go down to Edward. The bomb has been planted. A grenade to dunk attacker. Fancy the only one with any real health left here, and the bomb is out in the open, and somebody's making a long rotation around. Can Fancy even buy enough time? They're in the smoke. Sees this on it right now, and defusing inside. Can they stop him? They need to get. He doesn't have a kit. He's doing the full defuse inside the smoke. Somebody spraying through. He gets the shot on Seized, and now it's a 1-on-2. He tries to jump down. He actually loses 1 health in doing so, but he goes down. Flamey gonna find that shot, and it will, I think, be just enough time for the defuse here. NaVi gonna make it to match and map point here.
And for a second there, I thought that Tyloo, they'd be able to use the European trick and make it work on Mirage. The long rotate through T-spawn, you have to have faith in your teammates that they're going to be able to keep those CT players off that bomb long enough for you to get into position. And he actually manages to pull it off and make it close. Still, the man advantage for NaVi made all the difference in the end as well. Having that extra man just allows for the defuse to follow through. And then NaVi, now they get to power forward, although Tyloo, they do have a very respectable buy coming into this round. And a nice deep nade onto mid is actually going to catch out Flamey. So a lot of damage taken by him to start things off here, but looks like Tyloo, they're willing to change it up. They went for an A stack, or well, an A smoke executed in the last round. Now it seems like they just want to go crashing into B, but the Incendiary is going to mess them up, and the HE follow-up as well, doing a little bit of damage.
Man, if Mo had non-scoped then I think that would have been the end of Seized. Making the jump down here. Goes for it again, and the third time, it's just a little bit too much.
Especially because he's jumping straight up and down, right?
Yeah.
So that's just such an easy shot to hit for any Opera out there, even though Tyloo only, I mean, you know, Mo only lives with like 6 HP.
Well, it's because Seized had the scout on the other side, right? So he wanted to get the kill himself and trying to make that work. A little bit more tricky for you if you're strafe jumping. We'll see. Double peek into apartments as a response to losing a player. It's not too bad of a choice for NaVi. Just, you know, make up for the lack of manpower by having a bit more information about what the terrorist side is doing. And definitely makes strategical sense. Zeus is left up there while Edward's still in shadow waiting. If he keeps going, he's going to be able to see that there's, well, by the time he gets there, probably nobody in T-spawn, so should be able to put Edward on a rotation. Tyloo are making their way towards that B-bomb site. Guardian already here with the AWP, and that might just very well be bad news. There's only 20 seconds here. They really can't afford to lose time to fighting him. Grenades raining in. He lines them up and gets the first shot through, looking for a bit more. That's the bomb down on attacker Guardian. He has no mercy at all. He gets that flick. Oh my god. Takes down DD. And now it's a 2 versus 3. They got 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They can't get the bomb down. Here it goes. Guardian knocking Tyloo out with an ace at the end. What a way to finish. 16-5. The monster is back.
I don't even know what to say to that. That just sums it up so nicely. Ace to finish the round, ace to finish the map, ace to finish the series, and it's on Guardian to boot. You guys can see he's got that tape on his arm, so you can wonder, you know, should he be playing right now? Is the injury still hanging in there? But he says that he feels good, and clearly he looked good in that series.
Is it tape, or have they you know, surgically planted like a cybernetic hand on him?
Need to like wand his hand now just to see if there's anything under the tape. Is that what you're saying?
Is he still fully human, or is this actually something else?
It's the beginning.
What a ridiculous way to end the match. Single-handedly taking out Tyloo. You gotta give a massive amount of respect to the Chinese team, though. Defeating the former major championship winners on LAN and making their way to the playoffs of a tournament this big. Absolutely incredible performance for them. And Inferno was an interesting game. This is where NaVi sort of shown exactly what they've come to Sweden for.
Exactly, and that's to win.